You already know what the chestnuts roasting on an open fire is going on. Come on. Now, if you remember from our last video, we did pick our December TBR, which I have right here. So today when we do our 24-hour reading marathon, we're gonna pick from this TBR pile. Now, instead of reading for 24 hours straight like we usually do, I'm gonna read for 12 hours today and then 12 hours tomorrow so that I can sleep in between. Only because, first off, I feel like I'm getting sick, and every time I get sick, I need rest or it's just gonna get progressively worse. I literally get sick every single winter. I don't know how it happens. My immune system like just doesn't care. If there was ever another apocalypse or something like that, I'd be the first to go. But then I also want to read for 12 hours each time too, because I really want to give each book a shot. And everyone says every time I just do the 24 hours all the way through, maybe my reviews aren't as good just because I'm kind of sleep deprived. So all right, I'm listening to you. I'm not saying that we'll never do that again, but I'm going to try to do the 12 and 12 from here on out just for a little bit, just to see if it makes a difference in how I feel about the books. So if you don't remember, these are our options. The Holiday Switch. This is a book that I first started reading in our last video. It's so adorable so far. It's about this high schooler. She's about to go off to college, but she's trying to save up money for it. She's trying to go to Syracuse University. And so she works at this bookshop, and it's all Christmas themed, and it's really adorable. And her manager's nephew starts working there too, and it's kind of an enemies to lovers situation. It's really adorable so far. I think we're gonna start with this. We can follow it up with All I Want for Christmas. This is another book about this girl who works at a bookstore, another enemies to lovers situation, and it just sounds adorable. I love when books are bookish. Like, it's just so adorable, and it's bookish and it's holiday related. Oh, it doesn't get better than that. So maybe we'll read that one. After that, it's One Day in December. This book was on Reese's book club, and I always love those book recommendations. They're usually really good. And this book is about a lady who is riding the bus one day, and she looks up and she sees the love of her life. Like, it's love at first sight. She's never seen this man. She's never met this man, but she knows intuitively that that is her soulmate. Then after that, she tries to go find him every day. She rides the same bus. She's looking for him all over that location, but she doesn't find him until she goes to her sister's Christmas party. And at her sister's Christmas party, the guy is there, but her sister is introducing him as her boyfriend. That sounds nuts. This sounds like a really great book. I hope we get this one today too. Another option is The Christmas Fix. This is by Lucy Score. You guys know how I feel about Lucy Score, but it is a holiday themed book. It's much shorter than By a Thread, so I'm just gonna give her another shot. I'm all about second chances. We're all in the Christmas spirit, right? Let's just give her a second chance. Now, this book is giving like Hallmark Christmas movie vibes. It's a single dad working in a small town, and then this big city girl comes in and tries to save his shop or something like that. So I feel like that's just the perfect way to bring in the holiday season. Last but not least is The Christmas Clash. This sounds so adorable. Now, these are two like high school Asian Americans, and their parents own a restaurant in the mall. Like, each of their parents own a restaurant in the mall, but they hate each other. However, they come together to save Christmas when the mall is being threatened to close down, and they're trying to save their parents' shop. So it sounds really adorable. I hope we get this one as well. But I do know we are going to start with something short and sweet and to the point. So we're going to start with this book first. Let me get my headphones. And let's get this party started. But first, I would love to thank today's sponsor, which is Curology. Curology makes custom skincare online, personalized for you. The one thing I love about this company is that all the skincare is completely customized to you. All you have to do is go online, take their quiz, and then you just describe your skin. I personally took the quiz and I got my own formula, and it has my name on it. How freaking cute is that? And you just talk about like the problems you have. Like for me, I have combination skin. I'm usually oily around my T-zone, but then especially in the winter, I get like drier around here. So I let them know that. I also let them know that I struggle with hyperpigmentation, and then they created this formula just for me. I've been using it for the past few days and I really enjoy it already. I feel like I already see results, which is insane to me because usually skincare takes a little bit of time to start working, but so far I feel really good about it. But after completing the quiz and giving them all my information, you also have to send in like 3 different pictures, each side of your face as well as the front, and then you have a dermatology provider look at your pictures, and then they determine your formula, and then everything gets shipped to you. But it's not just like your one personal formula. You can put so many different products in your box. You can put in a acne cleanser, you can put in like body wash. I personally got their acne wash as well as the emergency spots, and those are really, really good. So again, if you want to try out Curology, please use the link in my description box, and thank you again for Curology for for sponsoring this portion of the video. All right, I had to change first because that was getting really hot. Plus, I think this is really adorable. So, also, I'm eating breakfast right now. This is Greek yogurt with honey, strawberries, blueberries, coconut flakes, and pecans. Yum, yum, yum. We are starting super late today. I believe it's 11:30, but it's all right. We're only reading for 12 hours, so I think we can do it. We're starting with the holiday switch. I'm already 20 pages in, I believe. And again, it jumps right into the story. I already really like it. Also, today's playlist will feature holiday lo-fi. Also, how are you? How are you this holiday season? Really? That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Okay, but what about that other thing? Stop! Stop. No, I'm telling. You know better. Okay, but did you like and subscribe yet? You didn't even like and subscribe yet, and I'm giving you all of my attention? Fix it. Fix it right now. Fix it in the name of holiday seasons. Thank you. I'm honestly just procrastinating because I know this is gonna be an all-day thing. I always hate going into these, but then at the end, I'm always like super happy, so. Holiday lo-fi. Come on, YouTube, don't do me wrong. Christmas at the bookstore, that's exactly the vibe we need. You ready, little mama? You ready? Start now.
It's the end of the year. Everywhere on TV, couples and Christmas trees, gift wrapping and cheer. Just the worst time to be with someone special. In all the movies there, kissing in the snow, holding hands and mittens, baking together at home.
All right, we are 2.5 hours in, and I'm halfway through the book, and it is so freaking adorable. It literally feels like I'm reading the script for a Hallmark movie, and I just love that. It's very cheesy, it's very cliche, but it's just the perfect thing to start the holiday season. There's so many things I like about it too. Like, for one, the representation is real. Like, for instance, her coworker, he's an Asian male and he's gay, and he's just like the cutest thing. He has the perfect relationship and he's like helping her get through her obstacles throughout the book. It's really cute. But I think I like this book so much because I relate to the main character so much. She's so adorable. She's type A. She really works hard. She cares about her family. She does the right thing all the time. It's just so adorable. And then listening to the holiday lo-fi on top of that is just putting me in the Christmas mood. I almost want to put up my tree today. That's how I'm feeling. I also really appreciate all the holiday quips she has in the book. They're literally so freaking adorable. They had me kicking my feet. Let me see. There was one that like almost took me out. Okay, on page 66, she was reading outside, right? But she had her phone and she was checking her phone and snowflakes started to fall on her screen. And so she was frustrated. So she decided to say, what the HE double candy canes is going on? Adorable, I literally can't. And then there was another one, I think it was on page 71. She's trying to make like ornaments with her best friends and hers came out really bad. So she says, son of a snowman. I also feel like I relate to her because she's also pre-med, and not only that, she runs like a secret book blog, and she's just so adorable. She talks about books with so much passion, and it just reminds me of someone else. Another cute minority girl. And her love for books and how she explains books and how they relate to her life and how they affect her in her personal life. I don't know, this book is for the girls. This book is for the bookish girlies, and I'm here for it. It's so short too. It's insane. I feel like I've flew through it. It's only 2.5 hours and I'm already halfway through the book. And I think I'm only halfway too because I've just been taking my time really enjoying it. And I feel like I'm right in the season, right into the story of what's going on. First of all, their whole town is named after like Christmas names and stuff because it's a holiday town. And it's just so nice to be able to put yourself into the scenery, feel like the cold weather, the way that they describe it, you just feel so into the plot, into the scenery. And that, it's so nice. And that's really hard to do in a short book. So I'm very surprised, very, very like happily surprised. Also, if you can't tell, we're making hot chocolate and cookies. This is my perfect kind of day. I know people like to go out and stuff, and sometimes that's nice, but being in the house in cute pajamas, reading a book, eating good snacks, talking to my besties, that's my kind of day. Also, let me know in the comments below, are you a milk with your hot chocolate kind of girl or water with your hot chocolate? Let me know. For me, I always use almond milk and then a little bit of water, and then I mix in the packet. I like to do it on the stove, not the microwave. All right, now that we got our snacks, it's back to reading. I'll see you in an hour.
But in my living room, a single one with my name, knit sweaters and lace. Dressed up alone on the couch during cold winter days.
Oh my God, guys. It is snowing right now. It literally has not snowed all year, and it's literally snowing right now, the day that we decide to read Christmas books. Tell me this isn't fate. Hold on. Gotta make sure I don't show you where I live. Hold on. Okay, so it's flurries, but still, snow is snow. I love this. I hope it snows a lot. What a perfect day. Okay, I promise you this is the last thing before we finish this book, but I am loving this so much. First of all, I was swooning, kicking my feet, literally having an aneurysm reading the part, and they didn't even do anything. All he did was put a little thing on her, a harness, because he's like a rock climber. That's a different story. But the way she writes this. Okay, so as I mentioned before, she is a book blogger. So every time she reads a book, it's like her personal Goodreads. Like she'll read a book, then she'll talk about her opinion on the book, the pros and the cons and things like that. And I just love it. I love it so much. It's exactly what we do. And so in one of the parts, she's talking about a book. And she's talking about this fictional book and the pros and cons of this book. And she was saying how, like, she's talking about one of the books here. And she says, though, yes, the representation has much to be desired in the long cast of characters, there are only 2 people of color. I mean, I've lived in a small town all my life, and trust me, we exist. Yes, I'm probably starting to sound like a broken record, but here's my post about the lack of diversity in books. Not her saying everything we always say. Tip is for the people. Tip is for the people. This book... This is it. This is a great way to start. I feel like I was getting into a reading slump over the past 2 weeks, but this is just getting me right out of it. I absolutely love this book. I feel like maybe I shouldn't rate it yet, but it's feeling like a 5-star. It's feeling like a 5-star. I don't know what to tell you. It's very cheesy. It's very up my alley. I love it so much, but we'll see if it sticks to that rating system. All right, I promise. I won't talk about this book anymore. I won't until we finish, okay? Ready? Also, my hot chocolate was amazing. If you ever need a recipe, let me know. I'll leave it in the description. It's really easy. All I do is use the powder packets, but like, there's a ratio to it, you know what I mean? All right, I'm done, I promise. Just finished the book. We have 18.5 hours left, but this was so good. I feel like I'm gonna give it a 4-star or 4.5 star. The only reason why it's not a 5-star is because there was a 3rd act breakup, and you guys know how much I hate that. She fixed it very quickly, so that's nice, but that was the only thing that was super annoying. But I will say, this is just light, fluffy, and just gorgeous. It was so cheesy and fluffy and just adorable. There was so much representation. She was such a book girly to her core, and you can relate to so much of the things that she said, especially because you get to read some of her blog posts, which is so cool. It gives you the opportunity to hear other people talking in the jargon that you know and love, and talking about tropes and stuff, and it just gave like book club vibes. It was just so adorable. I really enjoyed it. Plus there was no smut. It was completely like PG-13, super cute, but it still like had me kicking my feet up. Like, it was just so adorable. Just them holding hands and doing little things like that. And the guy, he was just so attentive, such a great listener, and just was willing to grow. And it was just a beautiful story. I felt like their problems were very like Hallmark-esque, but that's what you expect with these type of books, and it just gave what it needed to give. This is a great start to today's marathon, and I just can't wait to read the next book. Speaking of next book, we've got 2 different options. So This is Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. I heard this was really good. One of my favorite book clerks was telling me this is her sister's favorite author. So I'm like, okay, that's good enough for me. And then also All I Want for Christmas. This is another short book, and I don't know if I want another short book. I kind of want to get into the thick of it. So I'm thinking maybe this one, but I'm going to read the backs and see which one I prefer. This is giving enemies to lovers in a small town, and I really like that. This is also enemies to lovers, and she works at a bookstore, but we kind of just read something like this, so I'm thinking maybe we should go on with this one next. I'm so happy. Today's been great. All right, guys. Okay, we have 15 and a half hours left. 15 hours and 28 minutes to be specific. There you go. And I am 100 pages in. This book, complete different energy from the last book. Like the last one was super fluffy, PG-13, very cute. This one right here, different. It's so different. Tessa Bailey, I don't know, she knows how to write romance because they're literally just stealing little touches, but it's so like there's so much sexual tension. It's not just like sexual tension, like they genuinely care about each other, and it is just crazy. It is crazy. I feel like I'm watching a movie. It is so freaking good, and I'm only 100 pages in, but this scares me because I'm like, okay, she's got 250 pages to mess up. Is she gonna mess up, or is she gonna keep this energy? You know, it's too early to tell. I don't know, but I really do love the story. I will say though, the only thing I don't like, okay, this is about two people who their parents were like rock stars, like really big rock stars. They broke up out of their band, and now it's just these two people that haven't talked to each other their whole lives, right? But they are obviously attracted to each other, and they met when they were younger, so that it was like a love at first sight thing, and they're meeting up again as adults. And so with that in mind, you know it's like music related. Their names are Beat and Melody. Tessa, you could have done better than that. That is so embarrassing. But besides that, besides the embarrassing like obvious names, everything else is so cute. It's so cute. The main character, Melody, she repairs like old books, which is just so beautiful. That's such a cool job to have. And he does something in business. I don't really know what he does. It doesn't matter. He's just really cute, and he's like very attentive and just like, manly man, you know? I love that. I love the energy, and like their energy together, crazy. And not only that, my girl is so funny. Melody is so funny. She's made me audibly outside of myself laugh. Like not just laugh in my head, but like ha ha ha, laugh out loud. You know what I mean? It's just giving what it needs to give. This book is on a different level. I loved the last book. It was just so cute and fluffy, but this is like, whoa, you know? So I'm very excited to continue reading. I guess we'll just meet back here in an hour or so, unless something happens. But so far, we're doing so good. We're reading nothing but really great books, which I love. And I might have to read more from Tessa Bailey. She's so good. Let me know in the comments down below if you've ever read anything by Tessa Bailey, and if so, what's one of her best books? Because I'm ready for a number 2. I'm not even done, but I'm ready for number 2. And this holiday lo-fi playlist is definitely helping set the mood. All right, let me shut up. We got a lot of reading to do. Child, this timer has been going on this whole time. I'll just add 5 minutes. It's okay. All right, ready? It is currently 12:49 and we are done with our 12 hours for today. I'm on page 224, and let me just say, y'all can keep your Tessa Bailey recommendations because this book just got so weird. I always praise them too fast. The first 100 pages was so good. I loved their chemistry. And then the plot got weird, and then they got weird, and their stuff just got weird, and now everything's just weird. It went from like a potential 5-star to we are straddling 3 stars right now. I don't know what happened. I don't know. She just she's doing too much. She's doing too much. And I'm so disappointed because we have a little over 100 pages left. But it was just weird for too long. Like, there's no coming back from that. Maybe it can be like a 3.5 stars if she stops this whole situation, but I don't see that happening. Dang it. It is what it is, though. It is almost 1 a.m. and I need to go to bed if we're going to try to do this again tomorrow. So I'll see you in a bit. I'm going to wash my face, brush my teeth, and get ready for bed. We are back with day 2. Let's get this party started. It's 11 o'clock right now. My alarm went off at 6:30 a.m. and then I was like 5 more minutes and then I got out of bed at 8:30. So that's how we're doing right now. I brushed my teeth, I washed my face. We're gonna go all natural today because wearing 12 hours of makeup is just gonna make me break out, and I'm scared. So I'm just gonna have a clean skincare and some eye masks, and we're gonna start the day. I do hate that we're starting so late because we still have 11 hours and 50 minutes. So that means we're gonna end late again. But I do feel well rested right now, so I'm not mad. I was able to sleep on this one. And I came to the conclusion that she just like took a free fall dump into no man's land. I don't know why. The first 100 pages were so good. But you know what got me? You know what like completely turned me off from this book? Because it's already getting weird, but what completely turned me off from this book, all I will say, is a twin mattress. Not a bed. Not even a made bed. A twin mattress on the floor. That's where they decided, yeah, let me just show you how much I love you. In someone's house that she doesn't even talk to, she's never been, and it was in an attic. Twin mattress on the floor of an attic of a house that isn't even theirs during a party. And they're 30 years old. I don't know. Is it me? Is it me, Jesus? I don't know, but that wouldn't have been the spot for me personally. There's nothing wrong with a twin bed. There's nothing wrong with it. But a twin mattress on the floor of an attic in a house that isn't even yours during a party. After that, I was like, yeah, I can't relate to you anymore. I don't understand. I just don't understand. So we're just gonna keep reading this as if we're like a fly on the wall, but we're no longer like super invested, which is a bummer because I was initially. I thought it was gonna be a 5-star. They always get me in the first half. I don't know. I don't understand how that happens, but I just think I'm over optimistic and I really believe that they're gonna keep this energy, and then they just like decide to do like an old switcheroo on me. So we're just gonna finish this and try to get to the next book. Let me start the timer. We gotta get going. I gotta shut up. Ready? 11 hours and 50 minutes. Okay, we finished Wreck the Halls. We have 7 hours and 48 minutes left. And I'm not gonna lie, my initial reaction is to give this 2.75 stars, but I'm not gonna be annoying and do that. I think I'm just gonna give it 3 out of 5 stars, only because the beginning was so good and I really genuinely enjoyed it. But I don't know, this book just went off the rails and it just got so weird, so unrealistic too. And maybe this wasn't my best introduction to Tessa Bailey. Maybe she has better books, but I think I'm good for a while. I'm not gonna write her off completely, but this was a lot of the same back and forth, third act breakup, miscommunication. And it's not even just like there was way too much smut. Like, I feel like it could have been done well. Like, she could have had the same level of smut and it be okay, even for someone like me. But it was just the plot that just got so weird, so annoying, and so unrealistic that I was like, hard pass. So that's where we're ending on that. Next up though, I do want to read, I want to read this one, All I Want for Christmas, only because, hear me out, I know it's another small one, but I want to read this because after reading that book, I have 51 books read out of the year, and I'm only missing one more to meet my Goodreads goal. So I may be cheating a little bit, but I want to read something small so I can finish this in 8 hours and meet my Goodreads goal. Plus I heard this was good anyway, and I was gonna read it for December TBR anyway, but why not read it now? I feel like that'd be really cool. We can finish the video with reading 3 books and I can finish my Goodreads goal. Right? Yeah, I know, thought of it myself. All right, let's get started. I just finished our 3rd book, All I Want for Christmas. I think this is the first time in the history of our 24-hour reading vlogs that I finished 3 books at once. So round of applause for me. Yes, 2 of them were short, but I don't want to hear it. Let's hear the round of applause, please. Thank you, thank you. Now that we finished our 3rd book though, that means that I officially reached my hit my Goodreads goal for the year. I think that this is like a 2.5 star. It was annoying and very like childish, but it was a sweet sentiment. Like it was sweet enough. I would never read it again or recommend it to anyone, but it was sweet enough. All I know is I'm happy we finished 3 books. And we still have 2.5 hours to spare, which is nuts. This is the first time we've ever done this. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm starting my 4th book. So this is the book I have in mind. We're gonna give Miss Lucy Score a second chance. This is a small town romance, big city girl type of energy, very Hallmark-esque. So I feel like she can't mess it up, but we'll see. But before that, we only have 2 hours left. We just made some huge accomplishments. I think it's time for a Christmas celebration. It is an annual tradition that I annoy the crap out of my family with this song. And now that we're like family, I feel like it's time. It's time to share this part of myself with you. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. You gave me away. Now that we have some renewed energy, let's finish out strong. We only got 2.5 hours, baby. Let's go. Holiday dance break. Yeah. 2 hours and 17 minutes. We can do it. Let's go. Chapter 1. Kat stabbed the answer button on her phone screen while the makeup artist filled in her right eyebrow. Hey, Laura. Tell me where to go for shooting, Kat demanded. Put your eyebrow down, or I'm going to make you look like you have caterpillars crawling across your forehead, Archie warned. Kat wrinkled her nose at the makeup artist and smoothed the muscle on her forehead. Yeah, about that, Lauren began. I don't think you're going to like this. They said no? Who in their right mind would say no about having their destroyed town rebuilt in time for Christmas for a network special? I know, Lauren replied, but Kat was on a righteous roll. They don't have to wait for FEMA money. And we can guarantee that their, flip the page, Christmas festival will help. Oh, it says will happen. All right, we're done. We did so good, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time ever, we read 3 books in one day. Not only that, we finished our 2023 Goodreads goal of 52 books this year. Wow. Call it a Christmas miracle if you want. Happy holidays. It snowed. We danced a little, had yummy snacks, read good books, Christmas happy fluffy books. And I'm not even gonna lie to you, this Lucy Score book and y'all know how I feel about her, is actually, so far, dare I say, good? Miracles do happen. I don't know what's going on, but I am really intrigued. It's about 367 pages, so she still has time to prove me wrong. But so far, I really enjoy this book. This girl, she's basically a demo person. She's like an HGTV, reality TV star kind of person. And the town that she's helping, the mayor or the city manager, I guess, he really doesn't like her because he really cares about the people in his town, and she's just trying to help the town because they had a terrible flood, and their enemies to lovers situation is hitting the way it needs to hit, and it's super like beautiful. And I love her background. I love that she works really hard and she's being misunderstood, and she doesn't even care to like fix his perception of her because she's like, I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is type of thing. And I love that energy. So far, there's an actual plot and it's very good. So we'll see. But for the other ones we read, I can confidently say that this one was my favorite. There was no spice. It was just cute and heartwarming and just super adorable. I really, really enjoyed this book so much. I believe, yeah, I think I can say this, I believe I want to read this next year again around this time. It was that good. This one, on the other hand, oh no, I gave it 2 stars on Goodreads, but I think in reality it's like a 2.5 star because it wasn't just diabolical, it wasn't awful, but it wasn't great either. It was very juvenile, annoying at times. The one good thing I will say is that there was a recipe for cookies in there that sounds pretty good, and I will be trying. Then it was this one, Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. Ooh, I think I was a little too generous with giving this 3 stars, but I didn't want to be annoying and say 2.75 stars, you know what I mean? But if I could be really super transparent right now, it's 2.75 stars. Only because the beginning was so good. If the beginning wasn't good, it'd probably be 2 stars. Yeah, because the rest of this book, I was like, what am I even reading? The plot just didn't make sense anymore. And it just was too outlandish for me. And like the obsession they had for each other, it was no longer cute. It was more like, you know, it got to that point. So there's that. And then last but not least, the Christmas fix. Hey. I'm just as surprised as you are. It's very good so far. Some of like the quips and like the back and forth banter isn't realistic. Like I don't see people saying this stuff in real life, but it's enjoyable, you know? And there's a plot, and I'm rooting for the team, and I like it so far. So we'll see if this continues to be the case as I finish reading it. I feel like I can finish this week. But yeah, I'm very proud of us today, guys. I had a very good time. Splitting it into 2 days, I'm not even like that crazy tired. I usually go to bed at 9:30, but because I slept in this morning, I feel good. I feel good. And we didn't stay up all night. Y'all were right about splitting it into 2 days. I should have been listening to you. But overall, I had a fantastic time. Thank you so much for spending the day with me. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season. I love you so much. You right there. I love you. Mwah. Happy holidays, kid. I'll see you in the next video. I'm taking my butt to bed. I'm taking my butt to bed. I'm taking my butt to bed. Goodbye.